Right, hi everyone, I'm Vicente. I got a preparer's job to stand between you and lunch. But yeah, so we're V2K.ai. We're all about documents. I'll tell a little bit about us. So me and my co-founder, we actually know each other for like more than 13 years now. He was my first hire at LinkedIn. He's former Google Cloud AI, and we've been building these kinds of things with AI even before the hype. We shipped the first on-device AI model at Uber. And something happened towards the end of last year when both Kartik and I, and he was working at a different company, I was working at a different company at WhatsApp at the time, that we started seeing this new moment coming, right? And really like it became as a side project for both of us, and to the annoyance of our spouses. We were like hacking over weekends and started building this new thing and trying to see if we could find some early adoption, right? So that led us to what's now V2K. And what are we after? So documents are a huge problem, and they're only going to get worse, right? So Zapier did a research saying that 2 to 6 hours a day of the average white-collar work in the US is basically finding a document, finding some information in a document, trying to abstract that information, and then putting this in some other document, right? And in a way, someone else is going to have to do the same work on the other side. It's going to get worse because with Gen AI, guess what? People are getting more productive at generating more documents. So this is like a very big problem. But where do we start? And I'll show you like some of the ways that people are using our product today, so you can see that you start from where is the most pain, where the most value is, right? So some of the kinds of use cases we support today. Construction company, very large construction company out of New York. They get these huge bids from the city of New York to go and say resurface a bridge, right? The document itself is huge. Just go through and extract the key information takes time. On top of that, it refers to building code in New York City, which is also huge, right? And it takes a lot of time to do this work. So we were approached by this guy, this chief estimator. He said, I saw that my job, that is to do this today that I hate, it's actually going to cease to exist and it's going to become completely AI assisted. And we've been seeing this not just in construction, but in medical records and contractors for the DoD, for example. They're trying to respond fast to DoD solicitations. To VCs, they're getting a ton of pitch decks, and they basically have to figure out how to summarize this, how to compare this to the past things that they have seen. So it's a huge market, of course, right? If you think about this paper napkin calculation, $1 trillion of TAM, just considering the US, if you think there's 2 hours of work, there is this kind of work. There you go. So what did we build in this side project? We built this thing called AI PDF, right? And we were kind of lucky. All these things, they have a little bit of luck, a little bit of like, just being annoying, So I kind of emailed Greg Brockman at OpenAI. I'm like, hey, I'm doing prompt injection on your, ChatGPT. I got these things here. I really want to be a developer for your plugin ecosystem, which wasn't even like in a closed beta at the time. And I annoyed him enough that he actually replied, and we got in, right? So we developed this thing, and in 4 months, we were having 14,000 people using the product every day across the globe, right? And more than, these numbers are all outdated, we're past 15,000, more than 1 million documents processed, 5 million questions answered. And we are one of the few popular plugins of more than 1,000 that exist now. I don't know where to point this in. This is kind of like what it looks like. You can't really see here, but I'll give you an idea. So, for example, here, state of California is buying cars, right? They put out a solicitation, and just to go through that, it kind of sucks. Now you upload the solicitation documents to My AI Drive, which is our web app. And basically, this web app talks to the plugin, that talks to ChatGPT, and then basically allows you to quickly go through this, understand what the government is trying to buy, and then actually refer to your past documents or your past proposals, see if you have what it takes to bid on a project like this. And, very important, on the side you have the actual document and the references. So of course, with hallucinations, you want to make sure that you use it, but you verify, right? So you're not like throwing your career or your company on a limb here. So we launched AI Drive as basically this place where all of our users are uploading their documents to use with our plugin and ChatGTP. AI Drive took off so fast. In the first 3 weeks, 55,000 signed up. So now week 5, we passed, I haven't looked today, but probably 115,000 people that have signed up. We have more than 6,000 and a half people that signed up for a paid version that we're developing right now, which will include things like summaries of very long documents. And summaries, like, you think of a summary, but what is a summary? Very complicated question to answer. We actually, take a quick aside, we're moving from an era of doing work to an era of specifying work and verifying the quality of work. People think that a lot of human work is just like doing things. But the reality is that we can do a lot more than that. And by specifying work and verifying work, we're doing higher level work. Everyone that embraces this can kind of be promoted to a manager, right? And you're going to be delegating work to AI. It's still your name on the line, like it would be with a new employee that you hire, but you get to be more productive and do higher level work. Anyway, so this is where we're going. We're building AI Drive to basically be the place where you're going to delegate this document workflow that you don't want to do yourself, that you don't want to have to hire someone to just spend mind-numbing time going through documents, and you're going to delegate this document workflow to the platform itself. I think that was that. Yeah, we're finishing raising a round now to basically take the paid product to market, which will happen in the next month or two. Thank you.